Between us and Kate. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming to this party. Mom, we have to especially thank you for giving us the occasion.
Not my choice.
But everybody accommodated their schedules and made the effort to come, so it was really nice. And I can hardly believe that that we're all here for Mom's 90th birthday. Unbelievable. Most of your friends would have no idea that you're that age. They probably think you're 80 or in your early 80s. I just thought you might find it interesting to hear some of the things that happened during the year that Mom was born. So she was born May 2nd, 1923. During 1923, it's the first time that a woman wore a one-piece bathing suit. Insulin,
Did they wear before? I thought they went bare naked. Shirts and pants.
Probably weren't seen in public. Insulin was introduced for diabetes. That's the first year that Time magazine debuted. Tutankhamun's tomb was found in Egypt. Tutankhamun, thank you, Bruce.
And you know who discovered that? That was the owner of Highclere Castle,
Howard Carter.
where Downton Abbey is filmed.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Elmer Rice's adding machine premiered.
Do you remember these things, Amy?
It was the first time there was sound on a film.
Bev, you better tell everyone what an adding machine is.
Yeah, they probably don't know.
This end of the table. This end of the table.
I still use
Firestone Company put inflatable tires into production.
No.
The 27th Boston Marathon was run, and it was run by Clarence DeMar, and he ran it in 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 37 seconds.
Is that good?
He only beat me by 10 minutes.
You guys have heard of the Hollywood sign that's in Hollywood, Los Angeles. That was dedicated and put in place. The first Americans swam the English Channel. There was a 7.9 earthquake in Tokyo and Yokohama, and it killed 142,000 people. Disney Brothers started their cartoon studio. The Arc de Triomphe in Paris, they lit the eternal flame for the unknown soldiers. This is all happening during the year you were born, Mom.
I didn't know I set off all these things.
And Hockey Night in Canada for Maple Leaf fans. It was the first time they ever had a broadcast. So here's some other people that were born in 1923 and are your peer group. George Patton, Maria Callas, the opera singer, Charleston Heston, the actor, Prince Rainier of Monaco, Henry Kissinger, Ed McMahon, Norman Mailer. So, some of those are gone already. Yeah. Anyway, Mom, the grandkids want to share a few memories of their time with you. So I don't know who wants to start.
Can they just stand in there?
Just stay where they are.
Jenner,
Sit up. Jennifer,
Jen.
stand and share a memory.
Yay,
Alright, well, first of all, I just want to say happy birthday, Grandma, and thank you for bringing us all together. We lived out in Alberta, so I didn't really see Grandma or any of my grandparents or family a lot when I was younger. So I don't have a lot of memories, but I just wanted to say that I thank you for always having an occasion to get us together. And I want to thank you for the wonderful family that you've given us and given me. And I really appreciate these times that we have together. It's been kind of a tough year for me, and things are starting to turn around now. And I just want to say that I love everyone in this room so much. and you're so important to me, and everything about you is so wonderful. And I really appreciate Grandma for giving us this, because without her, we wouldn't have it. And I also want to thank Ella, even though I think she hates me. She's going to carry you on, Grandma, and she's going to have these kind of memories with her grandkids, and hopefully she'll be able to remember you and remember all of us when she has those family memories together, and carry on the happy memories that we all have. So happy birthday.
It's okay, Jane.
It's nice. Jen's the oldest grandchild, so that's nice.
So Ella can go next.
We should do the youngest, yeah. So who wants to go next?
Who would like to go next?
I guess
All right.
By age?
I think they thought by age.
No pressure, Meg.
I hope my speech is better than my sister's. And I hope it's better than Ian's and James.
No competitive spirit in you, that's for sure.
I just wanted to start off and first of all thank Beth, as well as my mom, two people for organizing today, booking the place, thinking about Grandma's birthday before I think anyone else was. So you have a lovely, lovely day, and the time. I know I appreciate the organization that went into this, and I'm sure Grandma does as well. So thank you, Mom, and thank you, Beth. The next thing I want to say is Jen was right. We were in Alberta when we were little, but I can remember Grandma sent in the mail. It was a package. I was about 6. And she sent me this little gum taco. It's fantastic. Like, it had shredded green gum in it, and like, I just remember not knowing Grandma, but thinking this is all right. I like this gum taco. And so you had sent this me. And I remember being a little older when we were at R3, and Grandma was over for dinner, and Mom and Dad said, you know, take Grandma up and show her your new old radio. Because we didn't have anything new. We had old cars and builds. I can hear my dad saying it builds character.
We were on the leading edge of old technology.
Builds character. Like, all proud, and it's the early 90s, and Nirvana was this new kind of badass a band, and I took Grandma up, I was about 12, 13 maybe, and to play this Nirvana. And I remember Grandma saying to me, I'm expecting some comment that, you know, it's just smut. And Grandma said, I remember her saying, and thank you, Grandma, it's got a really good beat. I think it was all right.
Very diplomatic.
Yeah. So, likewise, I wanted just to end, and I did want to also thank Grandma for giving me 4 mentors, and one of which, my mom. I wouldn't have my mom without you. My mom has always instilled a sense of family. Even when I'm wrong, Mom always stood behind me and said, you were right. Independence and vote conservative. So thank you, Mom. Bev, I can't even say what a strong part you are in my life. Always teaching me to grow better with age. Always giving little snippets of information. And your warmth is just, I love you.
Thank you.
Brenda, even when people are, you know, Maddie and Chris are not in your life, you are going above and beyond and being so considerate and sending Easter baskets and thinking about those children and the love that you have with your family. I look up to that, and I want that sense of family. Bruce, where are you? When everyone else, you know, the positive look, the always having something positive to say, the humor, and when if I was a whining little kid, wanted some plastic thing at the fair, you were getting for me. And all my aunts and uncles, when everyone else was giving me $20, you know, you guys all were giving me 40. So I just each one of you, I love very much. So Grandma, I recognize you've got, you know, lovely awesome children and an awesome family, and I thank you for that.
Go in order, but who would like to go next?
Yes, we do have to.
If we were going in order,
Yeah.
Well,
thank you to Bev and Barb for organizing this. I have lots of fond memories of being with Grandma. Lots of fond memories. I remember one time that I said that I don't care, and Grandma said, "Ian, never say that you don't care." And she really taught me to always care about everything in your life. You have to care about your work to do the best job that you can. You have to care about your friends, and you have to care about your family. And it's at this time I should also thank everybody for how much they supported us during our when Ella was born. It was a very trying time for us, but everybody really helped us a lot through it. And, that meant a lot to us. So, thank you.
You're the star. Sorry, I'm really sorry about the camera, everybody. You'll thank me one day.
We will. Well, you know when you're going to thank us? Barb and I already talked about it. With the next 90th birthday party, we're going to haul it out. And we're hoping that Barb, me, and Bruce, and Brenda remember.
You're so morbid and awful.
90. Anyway, sorry.
So my fond memory of Grandma actually happened a few months ago. She had Rachel and I over for dinner, and she asked me if I kept a journal, and she told me that she was looking at one of her journals the other day, and one of the passages had to do with me. So she went and she grabbed it, and she said that it was dated, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was wintertime 87, so I would have been 1, and I guess Grandma was stricken with the flu, and Mom and I came over to visit her, and she said that she really wanted to hold me and say hello to me, but she was so afraid of getting me sick that she wouldn't dare, and it was just a very, very important memory that I'll always keep with me. So thank you, Grandma. Happy birthday.
That's so lovely.
Well, happy birthday, Grandma. I have kind of a funny story. So this was the time I was probably about, I don't know, 4 to 7, somewhere in there. And I spent a week with you. I came out and spent a week with you, and I went to camp out there in Lindsay. And I'll never forget, because the first night, I think we had dinner and then like maybe played Scrabble or something, and then it was bath time. So Grandma runs the bath, and I'm waiting, and then
too much water.
And anyway, she stopped spraying the water, and I look. There's only like 4 or 5 inches of water in there. How am I supposed to get wet? And anyways, this is at the time, I guess, where I wanted to have some privacy or whatever. So Grandma had left, and I think I tried to turn on the water. How she came running back in? I don't know, and she was worried I was gonna drown or something. But I just remember, like, I got in this bath and I'm sitting there and my legs aren't even water, and I'm like, and I went home and I'm like, Mom, Grandma wouldn't let me have a real nice bath. And my mom was like, I think she was just worried about you.
You were only, I think, about 4.
Yeah, but I'll never
The last thing a grandmother wants to do is drown her grandson.
Never good. Looks good.
Your last step on the diving board, kiddo. Are you saying Chris's too?
Right the heckling.
Happy birthday, Grandma. And my fondest memory would be a few years ago. I was staying at your house when I was at the Peterborough camp for hockey, and you drove me every day to camp, and I don't know who was more tired at the end of the day, you or me, because you drove, and I think I got to take a nap in the car, and then once we got home, you made dinner for me while I think I had another nap. So that's my fondest memory. And happy birthday from Chris and Amanda, who are in Dominican. So happy birthday.
So there's a few more memories. The messages from grandkids were just so special, and my makeup is all messed. They were very, very special. So, Mom, I had a few words on behalf of Brenda and Bruce and Barb and myself. And we wanted to thank you for some of the things that you've given us. And one of the things that you've given us, and they're not necessarily in order, is you've given us a love of balanced, delicious, homemade meals and the skills to make them. You've given all of us a sense of thriftiness, and when I was thinking about that, I thought some of us got the treat better than others. Mom thought that these hats, I spent a little bit more on Ella's hat in this one, and she said, yes, some of us know how to spend money.
It's an event.
It's an event. Attention to detail, which I think has probably helped all of us in our jobs. We've all inherited from you and your role modeling really strong, practical organizational skills. I think every single one of us love a tidy home. We all have enjoyment of pets, and I think that was after you let Brenda and Bruce bring Scruffy into the house.
I brought
Brenda.
I brought
And she
Scruffy
allowed,
home.
and she vacuumed him.
And I can tell you the whole story about that. It was only me.
It was
She's the
you.
best cat ever.
I love that cat.
And it changed all of our
It did.
lives.
It
thanks
did.
to you
Yes.
and Mom letting the cat in the house.
Well, she didn't.
It took a little bit of convincing, did it?
I insisted. What happened was that I brought Scruffy home. My friend, and not to interrupt Bev, but my friend Bonnie, I forget her last name, her parents had moved to Lindsay from Hamilton because her dad worked for Firestone. And there we were, two kids that had moved to this town, who's in this room that I can say this in front of, horrible place, Lindsay. And
It turned out not so bad.
we walked along the street and these kittens came running out of the house and the woman said, you can have one each if you'd like. And we said, we would take this cat. So I went home with this cat and I don't know whether it was you or Dad said, take that flea-bitten thing back where you got it. And I said, no, it can't be returned. And anyway, that night, Scruffy climbed up on Dad's lap and fell asleep.
And that was
The
it.
next morning,
her fleas.
Mom took her down the laundry room in the basement of that house on Sussex with half the neighborhood in there and bathed the cat because the cat was full of fleas. Yeah.
Oh, I remember Mom getting rid of the fleas.
Yes.
Oh, because it did have
And
fleas?
after
It
that-
did have fleas?
Oh yeah.
Coated
That's
with
why
them.
her name was Scruffy.
She was pure white, but we called her Scruffy. So
There was a reason.
yes. So that's the Scruffy story.
Okay,
And
well,
Mom bathed her in
anyone
that
forgot.
laundry tub. I remember that.
Well,
And the whole neighborhood was down there watching.
well, it was a little different. It wasn't the fleas,
Yes.
and the neighborhood kids were all there in this awful,
And the
awful
poor-
basement.
Cat hated being bathed.
And
Most cats do.
if anyone has ever
Bathed
bathed a cat,
It's like bathing James. a lot of complaints.
Actually, I think the cat got more water. The cat had more water.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
Your story about Grandma, the 5 inches of water, you
Yeah.
were 4 years old. Did you get into that bath with your green leotard?
No.
what about Ducky?
Oh,
Okay,
we're off track here.
Anyway.
Scruffy was the best cat ever.
Alright, so thank you. And then the other thing that Mom you've done for every single one of us, the 4 kids, is that not one of us is obese and we all take pride in our appearance. And there's a lot of families with a lot of obese people. So you've always paid attention to your appearance and weight, and we've all learned that from you. And lastly, we hope that you've given each of us the longevity gene.
And you welcome the brother-in-laws in. Oh, son-in-laws.
Yeah, son-in-laws and daughter-in-laws.
Without complaint.
Some of them who were questionable.
Now the only other thing is that
Was I on probation? No, you were fine. You were from the United
Oh, Ron,
Church.
you're okay. It's a little-
Oh, you were okay.
so hopefully everybody will have a chance to look at these really, really special documents. Barb organized this from late last year, and you need several months to plan them in, order them in advance. So there's a
One little
certificate
liberal.
from, it's in recognition of a person having their 90th birthday. I'm not going to go through all of them, but they're really, really special. But there's one that Barb asked me in particular to read. And it's from David Johnson, who's the current Governor General, and it's really nice. It says, "Birthdays are an occasion to reflect upon life's many joys, which inform who we are today. It is a chance to celebrate the accomplishments we have made through hard work and determination, the wisdom we have gained through experience, and most importantly, the unique people we have met along the way in this incredible journey. Over the years, you have experienced the world's many cycles and revolutions of change. Your own personal history is forever worn into the tapestry of Canadian heritage. It's therefore my pleasure to join your family and friends in wishing you a very happy 90th birthday, as well as many more years of happiness. Yours sincerely, David Johnson, the Governor General of Canada." So thank you. So thank you, everybody. We've got cake. I don't know if you want to say anything, or you'd like to have cake.
Well, I can open it while everybody's
Oh, we've got presents for you.
Oh, we got presents too.
I forgot, Brenda, thank you.
I'm afraid I'm not much of a public speaker, and I didn't think about having to reply, but I really appreciate all the thoughts that everyone has expressed, and happy that everyone has made the effort to come and help me celebrate my birthday. I really appreciate the time and that you all have taken, and
Thank you, Mom. We're all glad to be here.
In appreciation, I would like to pay for all the expense.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, should we get the presents open?
Let's do presents.
Let's do presents. Yeah, and then we'll find the woman for the cake.
Oh, well.
We gotta let Scott you now.
That's your mom.
You should be using a BlackBerry, Ron, instead of that.
Yeah, that
Funny
iPhone.
technology.
Yeah,
No less than
Oh.
3 lawyers.
I've got the video on now, but
Picture of Burger lying in the sun. I don't know how it ended up on.
Where's Burger today by himself?
Yeah.
Talking to somebody from Pro Theater.
You went.
And their dogs